Wisconsin announces an initiative to help homeless veterans, and two of the most relaxing places to live in the nation are right here in Wisconsin. We'll have the details up next. Your real estate news starts now. Thank you for watching your real estate news. I'm Stacy Hansen. Let's take a look at your headlines. SmartAsset.com has identified the least stressed cities in America, and Madison takes the number 4 spot, and Eau Claire, Wisconsin took number 5. The study stated that Wisconsin won overall for being the least stressed in the nation, as it was the only state to have 2 cities placed in the top 10. Both cities earned high marks for physical activity and number of hours slept per night. The study found that people in Madison get over 7 hours of sleep per night on average. Madison also boasts an unemployment rate under 6%. Eau Claire scored well for having an average commute time of under 15 minutes and an average work week of just 35.4 hours. Northern states in general fared well on showing indicators of lower stress. The majority of the top 10 least stressed cities were in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Montana, and North Dakota. The most stressed cities in the U.S. tended to be in New Jersey and Florida. Wisconsin Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Kleefisch announced the launch of the new Welcome Home Veterans Initiative. $5 million is being provided to help veterans through the initiative. The Department of Administration will assist homeless veterans with security deposits, first month's rent, and utility bills. Kleefisch stated that more than 2,000 veterans across Wisconsin are homeless in a given year. The program will take a housing-first approach in order to place homeless veterans into permanent housing as quickly as possible. Once vets are placed in permanent housing, partnering organizations will be able to provide additional assistance as needed. Kleefisch said, "Our heroes deserve the best chance at living the American dream that they've sacrificed so much to make possible for us all." She said the funding for the initiative is available thanks to our milder winter here in Wisconsin. There was a surplus of energy assistance money that has now been reallocated for the Welcome Home Veterans Initiative. Madison city officials want to hear your ideas for pedestrian and bike path projects. The city's commission will be holding a public hearing for residents to present their suggestions for new projects, according to the Wisconsin State Journal. The meeting will be held at 5:30 p.m. on June 28th in room 260 of the Madison Municipal Building. You also have until July 8th to submit written ideas or comments by emailing traffic@cityofmadison.com. The hearing is for new construction projects only, though, and not concerns with existing projects. The commission is working on a list of new construction projects they will consider in coming capital budgets, and this is the public's chance to submit their own ideas to increase opportunities for walking and biking in Madison. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more real estate news right after this. And welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with Kjerstin Goggin with Century 21. Welcome back, Kjerstin. How's it going? I hear you're busy over there.
Oh, super busy. I'm so excited. I've got a new listing to tell you all about today.
Oh, great. I love hearing about these.
Yes, so 3138 Harmony Street in Sun Prairie. We're going to have an open house this Sunday, the 26th, from 1 to 3. No showings until the open house, but it will be posted on the MLS right immediately, so you can check it out, see the pictures. This house is phenomenal. I cannot wait for people to get in there. Slate tile, hardwood floors, custom built-ins around a big stone fireplace. The kitchen is amazing, all custom cabinets with the soft close. It's got the solid surface countertops, fabulous brand new appliances. It was built in 2014, so everything is going to be pretty new. We've got a big mud room with a laundry room and built-ins for a desk in there, and there's a window so it's nice and sunny. All of the bedrooms are oversized, huge walk-in shower, just everything with this house is custom, and it's gonna knock your socks off.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at these pictures, it's amazing. And are they in a rush to get out of there as well, it sounds like?
You know, they could work with buyer timelines, but you know, I think that they could be accommodating, of course, with the right offer. You can always put something together. I forgot to mention too, the basement is unfinished, but ready to go. It's plumbed for a wet bar and another full bath, so you could put lots of space down there and add to your square footage. It does have over 2,400 square feet, and there's three bedrooms up, or four? I'm trying to remember right now, but lots of space. I think it's 3 up. Oh, yep, and then 1 on the main floor, which has French doors, so you could use that as like a more formal dining room if you wanted, but lots of versatility with this home.
Yeah, I mean, it looks amazing too, and it really has everything you need with a lot of space, and with everything being custom and upgraded like that, I mean, that's hard to find.
Yeah, you can tell that they put a lot of thought into the design of this home, so it's going to leave nothing to be desired. There's a huge oversized 2-car garage as well, so this one's going to go fast, so you better get in there if you're interested.
Yeah, you definitely want to get on this one quick, and open house this Sunday.
This Sunday, 1 to 3, and sellers, you might be surprised what you can get for your house right now. Check out sellwithkj.com and click on what's my house worth and get a free estimate. It might be just the right time for you to sell.
Yeah, you never know. It doesn't hurt to check. Well, thanks so much for stopping by today, Kjerstin.
Thank you.
And welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with Josh Lavik with Keller Williams. Welcome back, Josh. Thanks for coming on the show today. So what's going on in real estate with you this month?
Hey Stacy, thanks for having me on again. Well, we've got a couple of great new listings this week over on Madison's east side. We've got a beautiful little starter home at 1514 Dundee Road. It's right off Buckeye Road. It's in excellent condition. 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. That one's priced at $189,900. Another one over at 3529 Dennett, which is right near kind of Old Brick Gardens, Atwood Avenue area. So great walkable, bikeable area location, real popular. That one's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, also priced at $189,900.
Wow, that sounds like a nice one. I love that neighborhood too. Any others that you've got?
Yeah, we've got actually, if for the real estate investors out there might be interested in a couple of duplexes that we have. We've got one down in Mount Horeb, 407-409 Oak Valley. Real nice property. It's in excellent condition. It's on a dead end, actually surrounded by a bunch of single family homes, so real nice property. And then we also have another one. It's not on the market yet, but it's coming up soon. It's going to be right off of Whitney Way area over on the west side, so that'll be a good duplex as well.
That all sounds great, and it sounds like you're very busy. What else is going on in your world?
Yeah, things have definitely been busy. As you can imagine, summertime tends to be when most people want to buy or sell real estate these days. We tend to have our peak number of sales in the summer. Probably the biggest news, though, is that we've actually grown the size of our team. Our newest team member, his name is Josh Holt, and he has joined as an inside sales associate, so he'll be kind of helping improve our communications with our current and prospective clients.
Well, that's great news. You must be doing something right if you're able to keep growing on your team, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. No, yeah, we're very grateful that we've been able to grow. Really, I would say the biggest factor is that we're just kind of following the successful models by other top agents and top teams around the country through the Keller Williams system, really, and really trying to learn from each other on the great models. Actually, and then also having more of our team-based structure, rather than be the general real estate agent that does a little bit of everything. We're trying to segment the tasks so that we have really specialists within each role.
That's interesting. What else would you say is different then about Keller Williams?
Yeah, I mean, Keller Williams is actually the largest real estate company here in North America, so actually has the most number of real estate agents out of all the other franchises. And part of their growth is from our leader, Gary Keller. He wrote a number of best-selling books about real estate and about business and development and that kind of stuff. So that's been a big thing. And then also just our current focus of constant and never-ending improvement, and then our enhanced focus on creating a better real estate experience for people.
Definitely great goals to have. Well, always a pleasure to see you, Josh.
Thank you.
And welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with Sandy Weber. She's a sales rep with Dane County Title Company. Welcome, Sandy. So nice to meet you. So tell us, what does a title company do?
Well, thank you, Stacy, for having me on your program today. A title company assists buyers and sellers of real estate. When sellers are selling a property and buyers are wanting to purchase that property, they will usually complete an offer to purchase. And in the offer to purchase, it will generally require the seller to provide the buyer with title insurance. And that's something we can help them with. And you may wonder, well, what is title insurance? Well, title insurance is a one-time premium policy paid by the seller at closing, and it will ensure the buyers that they have clear title to the property. And you may wonder, well, how do we do that? Well, a title company searches many records, including the Register of Deeds. We look for mortgages, judgments. We check with the Treasurer's Office for delinquent taxes. And we compile all this information into a title commitment and then make sure that all of that is paid and satisfied at the time of closing. And then we also provide closing services for our buyers and sellers.
That's a great explanation. So tell us a little bit more about closings. How do you prepare and what happens at a closing?
Well, what we do is once we receive an offer to purchase, we assign a closer, and then they will be the point of contact for the buyers and sellers, their realtors, attorneys, and the buyer's lender. And their job is to prepare the closing statement and do the closing. And how they go about doing that is they'll order the payoff on the seller's mortgages. They'll contact the condominium, if it's a condominium, and contact the association to find out what the dues and assessments might be. They'll prorate the taxes, and they'll contact the realtors to find out what their commission is, and then compile that all into a closing statement, and then send that out to everyone to review prior to the closing. And then at the closing, everyone will meet around the closing table at the same time, and all the paperwork will get signed. And then at the end of the closing, the buyers and sellers walk out with copies of the documents that they've signed. The sellers will receive their proceeds check, and the buyers receive keys to the property.
So there's really a lot to it, but it's nice to have a title company on your side to help you walk through it. So who decides when and where the closing will be then?
Well, generally the buyers and sellers will come to an agreement as to the best day and time that works for them, and then they will convey that to the closer, and they'll put it on our closing calendar.
And who picks the title company then?
Well, usually the offer to purchase will require the seller to provide and pay for title insurance, so they're the ones that will select the title company.
So if someone's wanting to use Dane County Title, when should they start contacting you?
The best time is right after the offer to purchase is signed. That way we can start our title search right away and then also start making preparations for the closing. That way we can make sure that everything is ready and all set to go by the day and time that they have selected.
Lots of excellent information. Thanks so much for stopping by today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
And welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with Jodie Unkovich and Ellen Powers with Mayberry Homes. Welcome, ladies. So tell us about Mayberry Homes. I understand you're newer to the Madison area.
We are. Mayberry Homes is actually a family business started in the Lansing area of Michigan. It's a family business dedicated to creating lifestyle-driven homes and communities based on the needs, wants, and desires of our clients and their families. It's a family business started by Bob Schroeder. He was in the building business for about 30 years. He started Mayberry Homes in 2002 with his wife, Karen Schroeder, who also made her career in the real estate world.
So your new community around here is called Bear Tree Farms. Can you tell us about that?
I can. Bear Tree Farms is located in the DeForest, Windsor area. We have 365 home sites available, and it is crossed with bike paths and trails, about 7 miles of them, that lead into the Token Creek Conservancy. We also have a 20-acre community park within the development, and we welcome the realtors to bring through their clients and customers and find out what kind of financing we have available through our preferred lenders that you can see on our website.
And what kind of price ranges do you have there?
Basically, we're starting in the low 300s and going up into the mid to high 4s.
Okay, and lots of different floor plans too, it sounds like, right?
Indeed, indeed. We've got 13 different floor plans to choose from, but with the options that we offer, Jodie likes to say we've never built two homes alike.
And that's great too. Everyone wants to feel like they've got something special, and they will with you. Now tell us a little bit about the products that you use. You're energy efficient, correct?
Yes, we are. Mayberry Homes is proud to be a 100% Energy Star builder. We earned the Energy Star Leadership and Housing Award for 4 consecutive years in a row. Most recently, we were awarded by Consumers Energy in the state of Michigan for the most energy efficient home builder. And that's based on total natural gas savings for the year of 2015. The materials used to build the home contribute to the energy rating, and you can find out more by going to our website at mayberryhomes.com.
Well, that's great. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Now, you've got a lot of growth going on in the Madison area, right?
We do indeed. So in addition to our Bear Tree Farms community, we're looking at a number of other developments that will be opening soon, and we're capable of building what's called an off-site home. So if someone had a piece of land or wanted to live in an area other than the forest area, we can build our plans on their site.
And just really quickly, your website tools that you have available?
We have a Design Your Home feature. If you go to our website at mayberryhomes.com, you can click on the Madison area, see all of the floor plans and pricing available in this community, as well as a Design Your Home feature that you can design different options for each plan.
Definitely want to check that out. That sounds like so much fun to try to design your own dream home there. Well, thanks so much. It was wonderful to meet you, ladies.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And welcome back. With me now is Diane Holmes. She's a realtor with Remax Preferred. Welcome back, Diane. Good to see you again.
Oh, thank you, Stacy. Thank you for having me back.
Great to see you.
Nice to be here.
So what's it like out there right now in the real estate market?
Well, it's funny because right now, March Madness, people think about basketball. But in real estate, it is madness right now. And it's typical. March, April, and May are always our busiest selling seasons.
But that's a good thing, right?
It's a great thing. However, because there are more buyers than there are sellers right now, the good thing is for sellers, it's a seller's market. So they tend to get more for their property. But I'm looking for listings. So I would like to ask your viewing audience, if they're thinking about selling their home this year, to call me. And there's no obligation as far as listing with me, but I will give you a market study which shows how much your home is currently worth, give you staging advice, and also a free pre-listing home inspection, which means I'll have the home inspector go through your house and see if there's any defects that maybe you're not aware of, or the buyer will find later with their inspector. So it's good to know ahead of time.
Wow, that's great. I mean, they really can't lose with that. I mean, that's a great offer.
It is. And my number is 608-444-4409. So thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Now, do you have any houses for sale right now that you want to tell us about?
I do. And since preparing for this interview, Stacy, 2 of them have sold.
Oh, well, wow, good for you.
But I will. I'll mention them briefly, just because they haven't closed yet. I have one in Fitchburg, 2803 Marledge Street, for $249,900. 3-bedroom, 2-bath for about 2,100 square feet, and then there's a gorgeous screen porch and a gourmet kitchen. But so hopefully it'll close. And the next one is 1012 Hillview Drive, and that is in the village of Black Earth. It's $210,000, 2,100 square feet, and this also has an offer. But let me tell you about the other ones that are still available. The first one is on Lake Mendota. It's 5378 Bluebill Park Drive. It's listed for $625,000. It's about a 10-year-old home. It's gorgeously appointed. 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, over 4,000 square feet of living space, and a beautiful pier and a beautiful location. And the next one, I will jump over to Lake Monona, and this one is 4931 Toniawatha Trail. It's listed for $725,000. It's smaller. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, about 2,000 square feet, and it's kind of perched on a hill with a gorgeous view of the Capitol.
Well, those all sound great. I'm not surprised that they're going so quickly.
I know.
Thanks so much for stopping by, Diane.
Hey, thank you so much, Stacy. I'll hope to see you again soon.
And stay tuned. And welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with Vanessa Flores. She's a realtor with Lake Point Realty. Welcome, Vanessa. Nice to meet you. How are you?
Hi, Stacy. I'm doing great. Very excited to be here today.
So glad to have you. So what's going on in real estate in your world?
Sure. So we're stepping into spring now, and we're seeing a lot of activity, and things are moving rather quickly. We have new listings popping up every day, more so than maybe a few months ago, but there still is a lack of inventory out there. So if you are a seller, I would suggest, listing now rather than later. I know there's plenty of buyers out there that are looking.
Yeah, we always hear there's so many buyers out there just looking. So sellers, this is the time. So what are some hot neighborhoods right now that you're working in?
Absolutely. I really enjoy the East Side neighborhood particularly. There's the East Moreland neighborhood, which is directly across from Obrick Park, as well as right on the bike path. You have the East Side Club on the lake there, which provides plenty of entertainment during the summer. There is the Lake Edge neighborhood as well, and the LVM neighborhood. I feel that a lot of my first-time home buyers are gravitating towards these neighborhoods. I think that just has to do with what the east side of Madison has to offer, as well as finding homes that fit their price range.
And I really like all those neighborhoods you mentioned. They're gorgeous neighborhoods. So you had mentioned first-time home buyers. How would you suggest that they get the process going with you?
Yeah, I would suggest going to speak to a lender and finding out what you could possibly get pre-approved for, as well as just grasping a better understanding of what you need financially for the home buying process. I also feel there's a nonprofit organization called the Home Buyers Roundtable, and they have a ton of resources as well as free workshops for first-time home buyers.
Yeah, definitely a good thing to take advantage of. You can get a lot there right in one place. Now, what about sellers? Do you got suggestions for them as they're trying to sell their properties? There's a lot of buyers looking.
Yeah, so I would suggest setting up a seller consult with either me or someone on the Lake Point Realty team, or spending, if you've done so already, maybe spending one of these not so beautiful weekends doing some spring cleaning.
Yeah, definitely a good thing to start getting it ready, because you want to have it staged to be the one that buyers can't live without.
All right.
So thanks so much for joining us today. It was so nice to meet you.
Thank you, and have a good day.
Special thanks to our guests for stopping by today, and to you, our viewers, for tuning in. Be sure to join us again next week. I'm Stacey Hansen for the Real Estate News, making a positive impact and leading the real estate market.